This is the topic of geometric distribution, age level statistics, paper 6, or for a new course. So there are two criteria when you are going to apply geometric distribution. Repeated trials are independent, and repeated trials can be infinite in numbers. The keyword is repeated to recognize in the question whether you are going to apply geometric distribution, binomial distribution, or normal. For geometric distribution, the keyword normally repeated. So, formula for geometric progression is basically probability of x equals to r equals to q raised to power r minus 1 times p, where r equals to 1, 2, and 3. So, the p and q, basically p is the probability and p is the basically probability, and q is 1 minus p, and r basically number of trials.
Mm.
So going to explain with the help of example. Formula is very easy. Q raised to power r minus 1 times p. In example number 1, repeated independent trials are carried out in which the probability of success in each trial is 0.66. So small p, basically small p is the probability of success. I forgot to write. Small p is basically probability of success. So the small p is 0.6 basically, and q is 1 minus 0.66, right? This is small p, which is 0.66, and in this case, you have to find the probability that the first success occurs on the third trial. So R is 1 basically, sorry, R is 3 basically, Aryan, for part A. Okay. R third trial, R trial number of trial, R equals to 3. Probability was 0.66, probability of success. To get P is 0.66, and Q is 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0.60 is what, Ryan?
0.34.
0.34. All right. Now,
This is point A.
0.34 now. So
Yeah,
formula is
yeah.
probability of x equal to r is what? Q raised to power 1 minus r times P. So write down the values in the proper place. 1 minus r is basically 3 times probability 0.66. So after,
3 minus 1.
huh? 3
3
minus,
minus 1.
yeah. So, I wrote wrong formula. R minus 1 basically. Yeah, okay, correctly. R minus 1. Thank you.
So the answer is 0.07.
R minus 1 is basically true. Yes, answer is what? 0.7,
0.07.
0.0763 is basically the probability of,
Mm.
all right. So now in the part B is what? Part B, you have to find a probability. Find the probability that the first success on or before the second trial. On or before the second trial means what? How to write the equation for part B? Yes, basically probability of x is less than equal to 2. And remember, in geometric, Aryan, in geometric progression, R basically 1 start from 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So going to find the probability of what? Probability of x equals to 1.
So can this be like binomial?
1. No, binomial start always 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can check from the notes. Okay.
No,
And
but why can't we calculate this on 1 and 2 on binomial?
okay, I will check. Right. So probability of x equal to 1 and probability of x equal to 2. Yes. Did you calculate?
Um,
Mm,
I'm writing. I'm copying it down. I'm copying it down.
all right. R. Okay. Basically, R is 1 here. R is 1 here. So going to apply this formula. I'm not writing it again and again. R is basically 1, so 1 minus 1 times small p. Small p is basically what? 0.66,
Uh,
right? Q and small p plus Q of R minus 1, 2 minus 1 times small p. All right. So what is Q? Q was what? Q was what? 0.3634, sorry. 1 minus 1 is 0. Multiply with this is Q, basically, no? P was 0.66. Okay, I have in the mentioned in the question 0.6 is the P basically, and plus Q is 0.34 times 2 minus 1 is 1 times 0.66.
0.884. 0.884.
0.884. Yes, correct answer. Then part C,
After the third trial.
right? Part C is what?
After the third trial.
After the third trial. After the third trial means after the third trial. After the third trial means what? After the
That
third
until.
trial means what?
Sir, I think I have an idea. What if we do
Uh,
probability Q
mhm.
Q to the power of 3?
No, listen, Aryan, very good. So inequality after three trials means what? X is greater than 3, not equal to. Okay. X is greater than 3, not equal to. So greater than 3, how to calculate this greater than 3? Look at R. R.
Well, I'll just do it this way. I'll just do it this
R
way.
basically what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? 5,
Hmm.
6. So the technique we have used in the binomial basically, right? We have to find these values greater than 4. These values we are going to find this. So how to find the technique is because of technique from 1 minus. Do you know? Recall this concept. This is very important. You can write x is greater than 3 will be 1 minus probability of x is greater than 3. Basically, probability of x is less than 3. Sorry, no? So 1 minus reverse process. We have to take these values basically. Take these values. From 1 minus probability of x is less than equal to 3. Okay. With this method, you can find the probability of x is greater than 3 after the 3 basically. So 1 minus probability of x is less than 3 means what? Probability of x is equals to 1 plus probability of x is equals to 2 plus probability of x is equals to 3. Now we can find,
They said after the third trial, so why are you doing 1 minus P X
listen,
is
yes,
small?
after the third trial means, after the third trial means basically fourth trial, fifth trial, sixth trial, second trial, something, right? We cannot find the infinite series. We can't find.
Oh,
All right, we can
okay.
find. So technique is what? Technique is basically if you because you know the sum of all the probabilities are equals to 1. So I'm subtracting 1 minus less than 3 when okay, for this technique you can get this. Okay, you cannot find directly basically. The probability of these values cannot find directly. All right. Clear, Ryan? Aryan, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
This is a technique we
Easy to
use in
understand.
binomial. So
Easy to
one
understand.
very good. Our
But why can't we use binomial expansion in this? Like, what is
this
happening?
is
Like, you
a
have P.
no normal distribution. Binomial distribution because the keyword is repeated trials, na here. repeated independent trials. So these are the keywords. So I'm going to apply geometric progression. Okay,
And,
right?
mm,
Okay, what is the formula of this geometric? What is the formula of this geometric?
um,
Probability of x equal to r equals to what?
Q
Right?
QRP QRP.
Q raised to power r minus 1 times p. All right. We have
Yeah.
p. P is what? P is 0.66 we have. And Q is 0.34. All right. And R are changed here. Okay. So for going to apply the formula here, write down the values. Q 0.34. Wait color. 0.34, then
0.
zero point 0.66. Okay. 1 R is 1 minus 1 is 0 basically. Then probability is 0.66 plus probability of x equals to, so what will you do? Q is 0.34. R is basically 2 minus 1 times 0.66. All right. Plus 0.34. 3 minus 1 and 2 and 3. 3 minus 1 times 0.3, 0.66. So after use calculator, we can get basically
0.3.
0.393. All right. Check answers.
Oh, we're supposed to do 1 minus.
For the whole thing, whole. Put all the values in calculator from 1 minus from this. You can get the answer. Okay.